Hey all, welcome to part 7 of the Revell 196 CSS Alabama build. Today we'll talk about the seascape and a few things I've been able to do to the model itself. So get started here with the seascape. As you can see, it's in the base. I wanted to use some of that 3-inch insulation that you get in Home Depot, but I couldn't find it anywhere. So I ended up using some styrofoam layers, glued them all together. Basically used just some spackle to build some basic waveform. I'll get down there. You can see there's the waveform. And I didn't want to do anything really dramatic with the ocean. I wanted the focus to be on the model and not the picture frame, if you will, not the ocean around it. So I kept it fairly basic. I used some acrylic paints, Prussian blue and some other blues, and mixed in some yellow just to give it something of a green tint to it. And I don't know if that shows up well on the camera, but in person you can see that that greenish touch to the paint. If you ever look at pictures of sailing ships going through the waters, they don't have dramatic bow waves and, churned up white water behind the stern for miles like you see on some modern warships. They were fairly clean and went through the water without much disturbance of the water. And I've tried to simulate that here. Get a little bit closer. But what you can see is I just roughed up some of that spackle right along the edge where the bow will be. And I've done some white painting and white dry brushing. I took some of that blue paint and put some more white in it to get somewhat of a turquoise kind of look in close there. But as you see, no big waves. Come on back here, and you can see around the back. Right now I don't have the best lighting back here, but you can see there's not much of a disturbance there. Basically it just slipped through the water without much effort. So that's that. That was the big thing I've done so far. A few detail things with the ship that I've done. On the standing rigging here, I actually popped everything off down here. The directions for the kit had you put it, the rat lines and the standing rigging on the inside of the ship, and that's what I did initially, but when I looked at the plans, it was actually on the outside, so I popped them all off, put them on the outside. And right here, these are just wood strips I painted black and dry brushed, and it looks like the iron rod that was on the actual ship. And I've just done that all the way around here. There you go. As you can see here, hammock netting. I just used some wood putty for that. And there's different things you can use, but that's what I had on hand. So I just shaped that. I put some tissue paper on the top, some diluted white glue, kind of stuck it all together. And then as you see, I just painted it a khaki. And let's see if that shows up. Did some brown wash and some gray highlights or dry brush into it, and then just wrapped it in some thread and glued them on. The plans actually had the hammock netting all the way from the bow all the way to the stern, but every picture I've seen, or the few pictures that are available, just show it the hammock netting, the locations that I have here, so that's what I've gone with. Done a few detail things with the deck. The other big thing I've done here, here's the anchor, if that shows up. Again, par for the course of the kit. Was nothing like the anchor on the real boat. Down here, the base was actually on a pivot, and you can see I've got a little bit off center, and those are ready to install. I've got 2 of those ready to go. That's the big thing I've done for now. Let's see, there's some sails. I've got some of the sails up in preparation for the running rigging. That'll be the next big project. Hopefully, with the next update, I'll have the running rigging done, and I'm hoping that will be the last update, and we'll go through kind of an overview of changes, talk about the real ship for a minute, but the last update I hope will be the last one. Anyway, thanks guys for watching. I'll kind of come back here, let you see overall what's going on. There you go. Thanks for watching, guys. I'll talk to you next time.